This is Kwara Public Broadcast, and it's a new edition. I welcome everybody to this new edition. Today we'll be discussing our community, human impact in the community, what we do, and how we contribute to our community through a foundation. I am Fatima Bintu Diko. I am your host. And today I have with me Mrs. Roslyn Afolabi, the Executive Director, Rose Hope Foundation. Thank you for joining us. We are so pleased to have you this morning.
Thank you so much.
Then let's start with my question.
Okay.
Can you tell me what inspired you to start a foundation?
Oh, thank you so much. I am inspired to start this foundation because me myself, I have a person with special needs within my family, and I knew how hard it was growing up and taking care, with all the hustling of life when you have a person with disability. And so because of this, in America, that's where I based. I intensified in learning more about them, and I took a job, a business in that area, and I since, just love it. And at this point, I want to bring my wealth of experience back home.
Thank you. That is the spirit. You want to bring back your water experience
Yes.
back home.
Yes.
Now, can you tell me what exactly you do in your foundation? What exactly do you do?
Yes.
Who are those you take care of, and what exactly you
Yes. Our foundation actually is supposed to provide essential services to vulnerable people, especially people with special needs. Uh, by this we mean people with any kind of disability, and so our services is from zero age to to the last age, however you call it, because from 0 to 5 years, these are time we want to begin to look at children who have behavior knowledge or growing up pattern that is out of the norms, and then we begin to see how we can help them either to grow normally or to identify the kind of disability that they may have. When they are 5 years old, we we transmit them to Kado Spectrum Academy, which is our autistic school. So the kids that are on autism, we take them to that. From 5 to 17, they will be in our academy, a full boarding house school, 365, 24/7. And then when they come out of the Kado Academy at 18, we know they should be an adult at that time. And that's where we provide free vocational training of their interest. We do tailoring, we do barbing, and we do ear salon, nail salon, things that they can easily work with their hand. And we know we're going to increase on more, vocation that they can do so that they can be independent as much as possible. There will be some of them that will not be able to graduate, that their level of care will be consistent and perpetual. Those ones we also have, in-house therapy and ongoing treatment for them. And lastly, we have our assisted living, what we call a retirement home. From the age of 55 upward, if you know you can't live by yourself, if you know it's becoming dangerous, to take your medication, to take your shower, whatever it is that you feel or the children feel their mom, their dad can no longer stay by themselves at home, we have a retirement home that we can put them. I will take full 24-hour service of them, their medication, their doctor's appointment, their diets. We'll make sure they're clean. We put them in a clean environment. So from birth to whatever age, dementia, Alzheimer, all these are situations we cover under the elderly. And, the list go on and on.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me now ask you, what is the core mission of your foundation?
The mission of the foundation is to make sure that we bring care, our care is our main point. Care to people with vulnerability. Yes.
Then what makes your approach different from other organizations?
We are very different. We are very different. We are very different because we are not, we are having things, I've been to France, I've been to Europe, all over. I've been to all over Africa. I've been to America. I've been to Canada. I've been everywhere. And I see how the people with vulnerability are being taken care of. So I have been able to match, the care abroad with the care home. How we do it traditionally, sister, brother, go take care of your mama, go take care of. I've been able to match the two together and produce a middle ground of care that will be acceptable even for us here and our people that are in the diaspora.
Thank you so much. Now let me ask you this question. Can you share a success story that really touched you? Success story. Yeah. You started this one.
One of the success stories that touched me was actually my own son that was diagnosed with autism. And even though everybody thought that, this is how they roll, but because I was, as a mom, I took two boys out of Nigeria to abroad. So the fear of going back to Nigeria and come with only one son took over me. So I was bent on this. My son is not going to be, I'm not going to leave him for government in America. I'm taking him back home. Gave me the opportunity to actually personally went into research of care, of help that might be able to. And since I've done that, I've had group homes where I take care of, so many other children. And even the adults, the elderly, I have homes of myself as a business that I have that I'm taking care of all these people. And if I want to begin to say most of the things that has happened to us, one thing that stands out for me is that we used to have a lot of people with disability, they are diabetic and blood pressure. Elderly, diabetic and blood pressure. These are something that is common in them. But as many that come to my home, we might establish, we call it group home. So as many that stay in my group home, it takes you only 3 months for you to get out of insulin, injection, or to come out of the blood pressure medication, because we have done a lot of research, we read a lot, we go into so many conferences, and we have been able to see what work and what not work.
Thank you so much, and that was a beautiful question.
Thank you.
Now, how do you now measure the impact of your work?
So, the impact of our work is going to be measured when you begin to see the output, the outcome in the lives of these ones. For example, my son graduated, and so it becomes the face of the Kado Academy. My son, his name is Kado, and we named the academy after him. And so his pictures is there with his graduation, that he actually went to college, the one we call university here, and was able to graduate despite the fact that he was autistic. And we have had a lot of examples that I might not be able to, because of confidentiality.
Yes.
I can't share people, but I can share my son. But I have a lot of people that have impacted in our program. Remember also, not only the people with vulnerability, but since inception of this foundation, we have staff, we have a lot of contractors, we have a lot of vendors that we have dealt with. At least somehow, everybody has been able to take something home for their family through our foundation.
All right, thank you so much for sharing that beautiful story. What has been your greatest achievement so far? Or do we call that your greatest achievement?
These are my greatest achievement, but the most greatest achievement that I have is building from ground up an autistic school, boarding house, 365, 24/7 in Ilorin.
Wow.
Going out abroad and coming back home, giving back to my family, giving back to my society is my number one goal. Even though we know we have in Nepal, we have in Africa, but coming home and building from ground up a very beautiful accommodation for autistic kids. That's to me my greatest achievement for now.
There's no how you run a foundation and you run things and there will be challenges.
Yes.
Now, what are the biggest challenges you face running the foundation?
The biggest challenges, apart from the financial that we all know that is a big deal in the foundations, is to make people aware, is to bring people in and tell them exactly what we want to do, how we want to do it. Because people, especially here, seems not to, because I remember when we are making the construction, everybody, they just want to build the house like any other school or any other house. So it took me a lot, so many trips from America to Nigeria to say, no, we can't have STEM, we can't have that. Yeah. So I keep coming. Every time there was mistake because people don't really understand the program. And people don't really, it's individual based care that we have before. So whatever your family can take care of them, they will take care of them. So they don't have a rule, no system. So that manpower has been my biggest, challenge that I know that I have for now.
How have you ever felt you want to give up, like giving up? Then what kept you going?
You don't even want to know how many times I want to give up. But
So
something is what kept me going was that I feel like this thing is just right for me to do. That the grace, I'm a Christian, so when I look at things, I look at it in the realm of that Christianity. I feel that the grace that God has given to me and my son, I know that if my son that I'm talking about left Nigeria when he was 6, is 32 now. So I knew that if he was still in Nigeria, will he be able to get this quality of care that he has? If he answer my answer always comes to no, then I have to also show, because I can't take care of every disabled people in Nigeria. But if I show an example and say this is how we do it, I know a lot of more people will come into that business and take care of more people. Yeah.
Then how do you now handle sustainability?
Sustainability, we hope, because like any other business, when you want to do business, you have to be able to plan ahead.
Yes.
The reason why we have been able to, construct our buildings in different places, so that by the time we come in, we will be able to, because registration is ongoing and a lot of people are asking for, what of Ibadan, what of Lagos, so we are trying to, and we also know that a Rome is not built in a day, and we know that we cannot do everything. When we come in, when we begin to do things, I am believing and I'm praying that the people that matter in Nigeria, in Kwara State, will see what we do, and they will come to our aid and come and help us in order to be able to serve more people. We had a media briefing yesterday, and somebody was asking, 2 days ago, right? And somebody was asking, what happened if how do we bring in people that do not have finances to support their children or family and this that? That's where everybody come in, That's where the government come in. I can't do everything on my own, but I'm going to start with the level that I have. I know that sustainability by passion will be maintained thereafter.
How is your foundation funded? Will be funded by the government, partnership?
Okay, so far our foundation has not been funded. We have spent at least 400 million on this foundation from my personal account. So I've 100% funded the foundation, including the building, including the staff and all the services we give. So and I'm still hoping to do more, because this is my passion. And until we start, to do things and people begin to see, I'm calling on all the government and everybody that is concerned, our philanthropists.
The next question. How can individuals or organization partnership with you? How can they partner with you?
Yes, people can partner with us. We solicit partner from everybody. Individual, if you love what we do, come and volunteer with us. Spend your holiday with us. Even because we need teachers, we need caregiver, we need cleaners, we need therapists, we need doctors, we need nurses. Volunteer your time. That's the first way that individual can support us.
So those are the kind of support you think you need right now.
Right now.
Not really fun.
People volunteering so that we can, because if you don't create this book, people will not know. You can just be telling them from now till everlasting and say, I want to create a spiral binding book and the book is going to be like this. But until you create it, nobody understands it. So if we have enough volunteers who help us to bring the job to the face of the people and the care to the people, then we will now be saying, okay, maybe we need one more building, we need one more chair, we need one more table. In that way, we will need financial assistance. But for now,
we need
we need manpower.
And I pray you will get that. Because with the level of poverty in the state, it will be very difficult for us to get a lot of people to come and volunteer. But there are still kind-hearted people that loves their community and
and it doesn't have to be a long time.
It doesn't have to be a long time.
Even if you say one hour, 2 hours
in a day or
in a day.
Now,
and this is also when they volunteer. It's also a part of advertisement because they will go back to their own community and
step it down. Yes.
Yeah.
Now we are women. Let's talk about women and our community. What role do women play in your foundation?
Actually, I have a group in America. We call them Global Women Movements. That Global Women, of course, is brought from women ministry, but it's my own personal ministry. And I'm going to say it is that global woman that actually is the mother of everything that we're doing here, because it is out of the passion in that ministry that the Lord told us, okay, now you have spoken about gospel so much, go and show my people exactly what gospel is. Do it in practical. And it was from that voice that we are coming here, including, God knows my passion. To give, He won't give you a passion that does not relate to you. So, women are very essential. If you are able to.
And have you been trying to empower women and families through your work?
Yes, a lot. Globally, I go to everywhere in Africa for women conference. Everybody know me. Maybe not in Nigeria because I don't, but people know when you talk about women, family, ministry, their children, their husband. Women ministry is my uttermost, ministry side of.
Where do you see your foundation in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years. In the next 5 years, I am hoping and I'm believing that Rose Hope Foundation is going to be an household name. It's going to be a foundation that everybody, you don't need to explain. You just know Rose Hope Foundation. Oh, they said those people that are taking care of people with vulnerability. I would like that to happen. I also want to see that we have quantity of clients that we are dealing with and we are already seeing results.
Are there any upcoming projects you are excited about?
Yes.
What's that?
The project that we're excited about is we want to start our elderly living, 55 and plus, and the Kado Academy in Ekpe.
So much in Nigeria.
Yeah, I know. So in Ekpe, it's not in Ilorin but in Ekpe. So
August. It's for the one in Ekpe is for you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So the one we want to, you said the next one. So the next one is going to be in Ekpe because we have our elderly living and we have Kado Spectrum Academy. We want to launch them together and start in August. So August 28th is our big day for launching. That is a co-branch. That is Lagos branch. I say co-branch. That's Lagos branch because
so when are you coming on with Ilorin branch?
Ilorin branch is ready.
Okay.
Everything is ready. Right. It's just for us.
By August 28th, is
for our next year.
What legacy do you hope to leave behind?
The legacy of care and love. That's all.
Care and love.
It's of care and love. That's it.
Then how do you balance this work with your personal life? because it is taxing.
It's tough. I last week I had to drop everything that I'm doing and just jump in the even my PA doesn't know that I'll be coming home, but because so many things was going on, and I just said I just need to go to Nigeria. So and I drop everything. So it has not been easy, but I know that as somebody who believes in God's ordination. So I believe that the hand of the Lord is supporting me, and I believe I have this is my sister, I have my whole family, I have all the people of Kwara, I have so many people outside the state, even in my base in America. I have people, cheering me on and say, you can do this, Roslyn, you can do this. And that has been
those are the things that motivate you on difficult days.
Yes, and when I see my son,
yes,
my son is my number one motivation. I don't want to drop the ball because he already know we are doing all this thing for him. So why would I drop the ball? So I don't want to drop the ball. It's difficult, but I don't want to drop the ball.
It has been beautiful talking with you. But let me ask this question.
Yes.
What advice will you give to someone who wants to start a foundation?
So, people who want to start a foundation, I want you to identify the foundation that you want to start. And I want you to know that you are having a baby. Just say it like that. You are having a baby because you're not going to go to everywhere to come and take care of your baby. So when you want to start a foundation, just know that this is a new baby you're going to have. Let it be something that you love, and you know a lot about what you know. And I think if God gives you the grace to start a foundation, I can advise you on what to do. You know what you want to do. But if our office in Agbadam Road, if you want to start a foundation and you really want our help, please come see us, and we'll be able to put heads together and really help you out.
And it has been wonderful talking with Mrs. Roslyn Afolabi, the Executive Director, Roscoe Foundation. And before we go, what message would you like to share with the public or our listeners, especially moms, the parents of vulnerable children? Majority of them keep them in our society, don't know anything about it. What advice do you have for them?
That's number one reason that I'm doing this. I want all moms like me who, fortunately, I call it fortunate because that's what is giving me a platform now. So it is fortunate for me that I have a child with autism. So, and I want all of us to see that we are all parents that have children with disability. It doesn't have to be autism, some Down syndrome, blind, deaf, all kinds of things. We don't have the facility to be able to take care of those now, but down the line we are going to have it. But if you have a child with disability, know that you are not under curse. Know that things do happen all over the world. We have children with disability. Don't hide your child. Don't hide yourself. Come forth. That's why we're here. You need to go for conference. You need to, in fact, our nursery school, what do they call it here? The baby one. Our own is 24 hours. You want to go for a conference, you want to go to party, you just want the weekend for yourself, bring them. We will take care of them for the weekend for you. For 1 week, for 2 weeks maximum. We will take care of them. So we want you to know, those children, they are very difficult because sometimes they are hyper, sometimes they cannot talk, they can't express themselves. It might take 5 years, 10 years to wean them from diaper. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Do not think. Do not diminish yourself or something like that. Know that the help is available, and we're here for each and every one of us. We're going to have a lot of conferences. We're going to bring families together to talk about challenges that parents face when we talk about people with disability, especially children. And I know we are starting a good thing. I am excited about it, and I know that all my co-women, parents, they will be contacting me from now. I will be able to talk. As many that have called me, we have chatted online, we have talked, and we have done everything. And I'm excited to know them and to see these children, to embrace them, and to let them know that hope is available.
Thank you so much, and that was a very beautiful one. I also run a foundation. I would love to volunteer with you. My foundation is mainly on women, children, and the society. We discuss trending issues and the society. But definitely, if not because you'll be traveling back, I would have loved to have you on my radio show too.
Oh,
But no program when next week come.
Whenever
But mine is purely Yoruba program. But we
Yeah,
want
I
to reach-
can speak. I
thank you
can
so
speak
much.
a little.
So thank you all listeners at home. You've heard from Mrs. Roslyn Afolabi, the Executive Director, Rose Hope Foundation. Thank you so much for coming. I hope when we call you again, we would love to.
Yes.
So,
And I will
to
let
all
you
the
know
viewers
when
at
next
home,
time around.
we say thank you so much. It has been Quara Tablet Koduka. See you next time.
Thank you.
How was it?